I've got the answer right here, ladies and gentlemen, to everything that ails you. Now step right up.
One who acts like a duck about his salves and remedies. The cruel practice of making money on people's worries, feared throughout the years as quackery.
I said cured of backache, nervousness,
Well, we are reunited and it feels so good. Welcome back to Quackery, y'all. John and I are together at last. It's kind of nice. And, to celebrate, I didn't have any theme beers because this was kind of a last minute thing. But I brought some Fireball whiskey here. We're going to take a shot. And I'll tell you guys why this is important. So, cheers. Biatch.
Oh, it's cold too.
Yeah.
Which one do you like better, Fireball or Jack Fire?
I don't know if I've had Jack Fires. It tastes almost the same.
It tastes almost the same, but I think I like it better. It's smoother. Even though this is really smooth.
Especially, when it comes out of the freezer like that. It's all like syrupy and delicious. All right, so the reason why we just had a shot of the Fireball is on the front of the Fireball, there's like a devil breathing fire. In this week's episode, we are talking about Tonic, and all their products. I put on here a devil of a cure.
Oh, is this a company?
Oh, yeah. Have you heard of Tonic? So the reason I say that is their company name it has dashes. SATAN-IC.
No.
Yeah, I had not either. This was a surprise for me, kind of a nice surprise that I found this because it's pretty cool stuff. So
that's Satan from South Park. It's like the best thing. Come on, guy. Come on, guy. That's pretty close.
Yeah, that was good. All right, so there was a couple of druggists. That'd be like me, by the way, like pharmacist. All right, so what the heck is Satanic? So it's actually a whole company called Satanic Medicine and Manufacturing Company. So it's two guys, W.W. Daniels and B.A. McGaw. Everybody has to go by their initials back then. Like we're going to start doing. I think we talked about that last episode. Just going to go by initials. W. Pill over here. So these two guys, they already had, they were druggists, like pharmacists. They already had a thriving pharmacy, Gehring Pharmacy, at 104 West Douglas Avenue in Wichita, Kansas. You know what I think's cool in Wichita? Wichita State University. Mm-hmm. Their mascot are the Shockers. But it's a guy like just a big corn man,
really?
And I guess it has something to do with corn. Kansas.
You mean Shuckers?
Shockers.
Shockers?
No, like I don't know. If any of our listeners know what the hell's the deal with the Wichita State Shockers, cool name, just a big corn. They got a good basketball program. They stole our guy who was coaching at Winthrop, and he went out there, forgot his name. Anyway, so these guys owned a thriving business, and they noticed there was a need for a good laxative product on the market, right?
Yeah.
Gently, unlike the harsh and potentially deadly laxatives of the era. So before they took their company public, you would see these random ads in the newspaper. I found one here from 1914, actually, before they trademarked everything.
Oh, cool.
And it would say, Satanic builds up the entire system, a positive relief for stomach, kidney, and liver complaints, relieves dyspepsia, asthma, and shortness of breath. The greatest of blood remedies.
What is dyspepsia?
It's just like heartburn, indigestion kind of thing. Yeah.
So this was a public company?
Not yet. Well, they trademarked it. So
trademark it, yeah.
I don't think it was incorporated.
Who would?
But it went big. Yeah.
Who would buy it if something that says Satanic?
We'll
on
see.
It?
So in the original ad, it's just like a blacked out image of Satan, and he's holding like a whip. He's got his tail, and it looks like there's a front tail too. It's. Is that a dong and a tail?
Yeah. No, I was thinking that was an axe. Kind of looks like an axe.
Oh, it does look like an axe, maybe.
I don't know what that is.
And he's got like a high collar. It's weird. It's just, I'll put it on quackerypodcast.com. This here says, every bottle guaranteed to do absolutely what we claim or money returned. Although money returned is really small. You see that? Nothing to lose. All to gain. all leading druggists carry Satanic.
Jesus.
So
this did not sell in the Bible Belt, I'll tell you that.
dude, you would think. Did you ever watch that movie Little Nicky?
No, dude. You told me that last time. I've never seen that movie, man.
Get in the flask. Get in the flask. He's like the son of Satan and an angel, and he has to go on Earth and like get his brothers back, or else it's great. You should watch it. It's Adam Sandler, man.
Yeah,
fantastic. It's very underrated. So anyway, so they started, like I said, in 1915. They went ahead and trademarked this, and they got a new fancy design for what Mr. Satan would look like here, and we'll get more of that in a minute. But they found out that when they started making this stuff, that the demand was so high that they could just like let other people run the drugstore and sell this shit full time.
Oh yeah.
So what we're looking to do, right?
Yeah.
sell quackery full time. So they got actually from a famous a guy. They got a $50,000 loan. Set up in the Butts building in Wichita, and they actually hired some full-time chemists and got this thing rolling.
So all it is right now is a laxative?
Well, it's just a tonic that's for, a laxative tonic, which would just be like a laxative liquid medicine. That's it for now, but there, as you can see, even from the original ad, there's some things that you would wonder if laxatives would really help with, right? And the fact that it's Satan on there did not dissuade people from buying it. It actually made it sell like crazy. So on here, I'll put this picture up on quackerypodcast.com. This became their trademarked image. Whoa. And it's a big picture of Satan standing on top of a tiny earth, and the earth has Satanic on it. And he's standing up there in his underwear with his arms spread out. It's great.
He's wearing whitey tighties.
Oh, yeah. and booties. He's got some booties too. Notice that.
Yeah,
I guess in the original one with the dong out, they had to put the tidy whities on it. I guess one thing I read, they said it was kind of like, a bunch of the medicines from that time had like the guys like punching like boxers and stuff. Like, ooh, this is a picture of health. The guy who's like a healthy boxer. So I guess they were like, they wanted to go like with the boxing undies, but it just looks like Satan going, hey, I'm taking over. I don't know.
It says alcohol not over 5%. Is that what it says?
Yeah. I don't know if that was true or not, but...
Because this is almost before Prohibition. Just want to throw that out there.
That's a good point.
So...
One even bigger, actually a guy named W.G. Smith, in Wichita, who he owned his own printing company. He wanted to take them big time, so... They put them in a printing plant, and they just started pumping this stuff out like crazy, because obviously then they could print the labels, they could get this distinctive packaging that apparently was really popular of Satan standing on the earth, and that was actually W.G. Smith's idea, was big Satan, boxing on top of there. They called him Old Nick, I guess. Have you ever heard of that? People calling Satan Old Nick?
No, it makes sense, Little Nicky.
It does. There you go.
Yeah.
Old Nick, Little Nicky?
No, I've never heard of that.
No.
It's weird.
Satan Nick. Oh, maybe that's why.
Maybe.
Old Nick. I saw one place they said, you got to be grateful for small mercies. When a giant jazz hand Satan is trampling amongst your planet of residence, you can at least gain comfort from the fact he kept his underpants on.
He's got like a Fu Manchu going on, too.
Yeah, I mean, the devil, it looks like, the Duke Blue Devils?
Yeah.
The guy's got the really long, like, pointy... Satan
he does look
goatee.
like a boxer, yeah.
Yeah, he kind of looks like a boxer. Yeah, so this stuff, okay, so let's get into what the hell is this stuff supposed to do. So here's an advertisement here that I found that was from a magazine. It says Satanic for all the world, and it's got more pictures of the devil, and it says, it brings mental sunshine.
I love
How's
that.
your disposition is equivalent to asking, how's your liver? A fit of the blues and a disordered liver go hand in hand. Satanic makes you sunny, goes right to the cause of the trouble, gives the liver and the digestive organs a thorough toning. Result, improved digestion, better appetite, nourished nerves, and cheerfulness. Try Satanic as flu preventative. Also relieves cold, indigestion, rheumatism, and most nervous troubles, and most headaches. For sale by all druggists. Everybody always puts rheumatism. Have you noticed that? I think it's just like no one can figure it out. So they're like, let's just say our products cure it.
What is rheumatism again?
Like rheumatoid arthritis, like inflammation.
Arthritis. Yeah.
That kind of thing. Like,
Do they sell liniments like this nowadays?
Dude, people come in the pharmacy. Old people come in the pharmacy all the time. They're like, "I'm looking for the horse liniment." I'm like, horse liniment all the time. All the time they look for horse liniment, and I'm like, did you try like Petco? I don't know. Tractor Supply? I don't know, man. Where do you find a horse liniment?
Oh my god!
So I didn't realize before I started doing this podcast, a lot of these old tonics and liniments and shit were advertised as for man or beast. So that's why, man, they all use the animal ones.
Jesus.
Of all the things, and there were more, but here's kind of some of the things I found out that they claimed this laxative would do. They had other products too I'll get into, but this was their first one. This was their blockbuster, the satanic tonic laxative. They said that constipation was the cause of 90% of all diseases in women and children. Women, and children. Who does that remind you of? Made me think of old Dr. Kellogg. Think of the bowels.
Oh, yeah.
With everything.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. I'm surprised they didn't name it Satonic.
Ooh. What a missed opportunity. Can you imagine how well they would do? Satonic. Panic. You got. I mean, like you said, I could not believe that this stuff sold at all. Like the shock factor of like you said. I mean, here in South Carolina, if it has Satan on it, I know you can cut 70% of your customers out. Like that.
Yeah.
But you'll get some really enthused people who like the that sort of thing, the devil and Satan and all that stuff. But it was just like popular. Like I guess because he's kind of cartoony with his underwear and waving his hands. I'll put that picture, like I said, up on quackpod.com. Also links to the quackerypodcast.com. So they said keeping the bowels regular would sort out most other health problems, both physical and mental. Advertisements promised it would bring mental sunshine, prevent the lazy liver from going on strike, act like an energy gland, and restore the vigor of youth. It would also treat appendicitis, asthma. It would cause cheerfulness. It would prevent the flu. It would relieve a cold, improve your appetite. It would treat indigestion, treat rheumatism, of course. And it was the greatest of blood remedies.
What?
Whatever the hell that means. I think it's kind of like all the stuff now. You're just like, it'll do good for you. And then these statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. Obviously, a laxative probably could improve your appetite if you're backed up a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Some of this other stuff, obviously.
Asthma, though, come on.
I mean, how's it gonna treat asthma? I mean, is it like you got shit all the way up into your neck?
That's what I was thinking.
I know some people who are like that. They're so full of shit, it's up to their eyeballs. That's like us.
Yeah.
All right, so what was in it? So according to the guys who made it, okay, then later on we're going to go into what's actually in it. But this is according to W.W. Daniels and B.A. McGall in Satanic Tonic. God, what a missed opportunity. How did I not see that until now?
I don't know.
I'm completely
That's the first thing I saw,
First thing. I guess I haven't said it out loud.
Yeah.
Cascara, wild cherry, and buckthorn bark, mandrake, dandelion.
Mandrake is from Harry Potter, right?
I thought you didn't read it. He's been secretly like under the covers with a flashlight, like reading Harry Potter every night.
I did read it.
You son of a
Mandrake
bitch.
is the flower that I can't remember what it does.
Though, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, remember the mandrake things that like the babies when they pull them up? Oh, you didn't watch the show? Oh, yeah. They're like if they shriek, they'll.
Yeah, that was in the book.
Yeah, that was in the book because it unpetrified them.
Yeah.
All right. Genetian, like Genetian violet, which people take now. Licorice. Stillingia. Sarsaparilla roots, which we would use to make a sarsaparilla, which is like, I think, a non-alcoholic kind of old beer from like the Wild West. I always wanted to try that. You ever had sarsaparilla?
No, never heard of it.
Sounds delicious. Sarsaparilla.
Why would I want a non-alcoholic beer, though?
Or it's low alcohol or something. You remember in Back to the Future, Doc was like, maybe a nice sarsaparilla. Because he didn't drink. And aloe. All right. Well, shit, I kind of stole my own thunder here. And then they made Satanic liniment for man and beast.
Oh, wow.
So this one at least said for external use only. And this one, they said the active ingredients were capsaicin, which is like hot pepper, camphor gum, turpentine. Huh. This sounds familiar. Oil myrrhine in solution with coal oil and number 10 base oil, whatever the hell number 10 base oil is. So that was another member of the satanic family.
Dude, I'm looking at this fireball. I'm looking at this fireball bottle right now, and it just looks so much similar. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
only difference is he's breathing fire instead of.
You don't think they may have gotten the idea from this, do you?
I mean, I'm guessing like all these little pictures of the devil were popular.
Yeah.
You know, there are some places that use like a little devil with this pitchfork as their advertisement. Like, doesn't it like they're like a deviled ham or something like that? You know what I'm talking about? Deviled eggs or something.
Well, that's
not deviled eggs, but you know, it's devils, man. I think it's kind of like on our cocaine episode where like they said everything was cocaine, but it didn't. Even if it didn't.
Yeah.
Actually, spoiler alert, I was looking at the radium butter from last week, and they said that they don't think actually they put radium in there. They think that they just said they did so they could sell more. Hopefully they didn't.
Jesus.
Can you imagine a little radium butter toast? Does the body good. So you can buy this stuff still. I found a bottle here on sale on Etsy for Vintage Cocoa by the Lake.
How much was it?
It's actually got some in it. I can't remember. We should buy it.
Was it like over 100 or less?
No, it's less than that.
Oh,
I can't
dude,
remember.
we should buy it.
We should go check it out, yeah. They said they opened the top and it still stinks. They said, though, that people would also use it for toothache. And they promoted it for toothache, which would mean you'd have to put it in your mouth. So, there you go.
Do you know what we should do? Like, we should take all these old, labels like this, since they're, in the public domain now, and we should make T-shirts out of them.
Oh, that'd be sick. Yeah, Satanic Liniment T-shirt.
Yeah.
Man. Get your T-shirt. Yeah, because once it's like 100 years old, or it's not even that much.
Yeah,
60 years old.
I think the date now is like 1927 or something.
Perfect.
So if it's before that,
1915.
You're good.
Perfect, man. I'd love a Satanic Liniment shirt. And then on the back we put quackery.
Yeah. Well, no, I think it's like more. I think it's like 1940 or something.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Yeah, I think it's like 1940 something because Hitler is now in the public domain as of 2015, and there's a lot of Hitler products out there. There's like a Hitler coloring book. There are all kinds of stuff, dude.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we watched the whole show on it.
A whole show on Hitler paraphernalia.
Yeah, his trademark went out in 2015.
You know what would be fun though with a Hitler coloring book is to like make them like look really silly, like pink mustache.
Well, there's a hipster Hitler like product line out there. Dude, I'm serious, man.
So they actually said it was a good fit, and another reason why I grabbed the Fireball because of this liniment. It had the capsaicin in it, which burns, kind of like the hot, fiery red hot.
One more.
Yeah, let's do it. I'll do one more.
Wait, so Fireball has capsaicin?
No.
in it too? Okay.
It's like hot cinnamon. But it burns, and they said that the this muscle rub, since it had capsaicin in it, it burned kind of like hell, but it worked. So it fit nicely with the attributes of the brand, and it was used for aches, pains, bruises, sprains, neuralgias, always, and somehow toothache. I'm still trying to figure that out. Do you think they just gargle with it or what?
What, the Fireball?
With this satanic liniment for man and beast.
I don't know.
Maybe I ought to do one on horse liniment. Figure out what the hell that is.
Yeah, cheers.
Oh, shit, you filled these up.
Yeah, it's a shot.
Down the hatch, baby. I think those are actually half shots.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Like, if you go to the bar, I never understood this when I first started drinking.
When I first started drinking.
I'd be like, yeah, let me get 5 shots. I'd be like, that's $50. It'd be like, what the fuck? And then they bring the wide bottom ones.
Yeah.
And you're like, geez, man, who's shooting these? And then you realize you got to be like, let me get 5 shots, 10 ways, with the blah, 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 and then splooge in it, and then I'll drink it.
Yeah.
And then you spill half of it on the mat. Dude, So there was also an ointment, which this is I love this. It's like in a can. like a tin, a round
Yeah.
tin. I'd say maybe 3 inches in diameter.
Wait, let me measure that right quick.
Oh, just under.
I had the perfect ruler.
Well, you go back and listen to episode whatever it was, you'll find a lot of ways, Oh, no, get you some radium suppositories up your ass, and then you'll be good to go. I bet they work, too, because it's like a butt plug.
Yeah.
People back then probably didn't realize, any prostate stimulation.
Yeah.
We were probably like, whoa, these things really work.
Dude, I want to try the coffee enemas.
Oh, I thought you were going to say butt plugs. Yeah, we'll try some coffee enemas.
Yeah.
You got to turn you upside down for them? Or do you just lay on a bed?
Yeah, you lay on the bed kind of sideways.
I'll let Nicole do that, and then I'll go later.
And you have like an IV bag and it kind of pumps it in you.
So there was the satanic ointment as well. So this one, you can find some of these tins, not with anything in them, but I like this one a lot because it's like the same little picture of the devil, but it's more like kind of updated where it's just like the back, like the plain image of him, and it's got all these like lines that are pointing to him.
Yeah,
It's kind of badass, yeah. Ingredients: camphor, menthol, oil, eucalyptus, zinc oxide, and phenol, compounded in white wax, spermaceti,
What?
and petrolatum.
What is spermaceti?
Sperm whale oil.
Oh, oof.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't have anything to do with sperm.
Yeah. The whale.
As far as I know.
Whale oil was big back then.
Not whale sperm. Sperm whale.
No, but yeah. But they were making the
you can use all the parts of
the candles.
of the sperm.
The
You think sperm whale sperm are big?
I don't know, dude.
They're mammals, right? So they
Yeah,
got peckers.
I guess they are.
I wonder what a whale penis looks like.
It's supposed to be like 60 feet or something.
What?
Yeah. Dude.
Oh my god! Talk about intimidation.
But it's like inside them or something. It's not just like this whale. This
That's
big
a lot
old,
of drag.
this big old boner.
Imagine they wake up in the morning, they're like, "Damn it!"
They hit all these other fish in the
Bonk.
head. And they're like, "Yeah, fucking get this shit away from me."
A blue whale dong is 60 feet long.
It's like inside them though.
That might as well be a vagina, my friend. I'm not even intimidated at all.
Oh shit.
So this one would relieve head cold symptoms. You could drop a small portion in boiling water and inhale the fumes. I guess it's kind of like a Vicks Vapor Rub. You know? You can put it on your finger. I guess people do that with Vicks Vapor Rub too. They put it on like little cuts on their fingers. I don't know if that works or not. But you could apply twice daily to affected parts for maximum effectiveness. Satanic Medicine and Manufacturing Company. And they also made a cleaner. Satanic cleaner. So those 3 things I just talked about, the tonic, the liniment, and the ointment, were the only medical products they made. But they wanted to take advantage of old Nick, apparently.
Yeah.
Big Dick Nick, hanging out on top of the earth. So they went ahead and said, we're going to make a vegetable oil-based cleanser designed for people working in grimy environments. Railway mechanics, blacksmiths, and house painters were assured that it would remove paint and grease without chapping their hands.
I wonder if it worked.
I don't know. This is one that I actually couldn't find any pictures of. But they said you could also use them for shampoo or a face massage. Yeah, I couldn't find any leftover ones, so they must not have sold very much of this one.
Yeah.
Because you can find a lot of pictures of the satanic liniment and tonic and ointment. They actually even made a fuel additive. So it was called Satanic Gas Saver. And it was I couldn't find this one either. But you would think if it's like in a garage, it's not going to survive as long. They would cut motorist fuel bills in half, give cars more power and speed, increase mileage by up to 40%. So 1915,
They have those
cars.
nowadays. Yeah. Those little fuel cleaners or whatever.
Yeah, I mean it's just supposed to be like that. I don't know how well they work.
I don't think they work at all.
I'm not an automobile kind of guy. What went wrong with this stuff? Because as cool as the name is, as badass as the picture of Satan in his underwear standing on the earth is, obviously something went wrong, right? Or else it wouldn't be on the show. So they, of course, when I said earlier, every bottle guaranteed to do absolutely what we claim or money return, nothing to lose. Probably not the best idea to put that on there. You should always be vague.
Yeah.
So they got analyzed as a part of an FDA investigation. Some shipments were in Missouri in 1920, 1921, and the Bureau of Chemistry's analysis concluded that it contained magnesium sulfate, cascara bark extract, salicylic acid, methyl salicylate, peppermint oil, water, and trace alcohol. Which sounds fine. It actually isn't one of those where you're going to be like, oh my God, they've got poison in it.
Yeah.
But methyl salicylate, which is actually, I'll tell you what methyl salicylate is here in a minute. A lot of y'all might have heard of it. If you consume enough of it, like, it's not really designed to be consumed. If you drink enough of it, you can die. And I'll get into actually some examples in modern times where people have gotten sick from it. So methyl salicylate, have you heard of Ben Gay?
Yeah.
Did you know they had to change it from Ben-Gay to Bengay? I guess apparently, kids had a field day with it. And they did. They literally did. This one here says, this is an old ad for Bengay back in the day. It says, when Peter Pain hits with neuralgia pains, rub in Bengay quick.
Bengay. Was one of the guys' names Gay and the other I don't know.
I don't know, but I mean, gay means like happy, so I assume it means like they've been happy, like it makes you happy. I don't know. I didn't to look into the history of Ben Gay. I just found the oldest ad I could. This one's pretty awesome. I'll put it up on quackerypodcast.com. It's a little Peter Payne, I guess.
Peter Payne.
Punching this woman in the head. And she's like, oh man, this fireball is making my cheeks flush. Oh, getting all verklempt.
You want me to turn the fan on?
No, I'm just messing around. I'm not hot. Because I'm redheaded, I'm more likely to have a error in the way that my alcohol dehydrogenase works.
Yeah.
And therefore, a lot of people who redheaded and some Asian descent people will have this where the alcohol dehydrogenase, it doesn't allow some of the way it works. So you'll get a lot of flushing of your skin. So like me and all like the Asian people in my pharmacy class, we'd all be boozing and you could tell immediately when we were starting to get popped. It'd be like our faces would start to get all rosy. But I like it, man. You get a nice rosy, warm in the wintertime,
Does that also have something to do with the fact that you don't have a soul?
That's part of it. My soul is trying to get back in through my cheeks.
Is that what y'all are trying to do, is take other people's souls?
That could be it. I'm like a soul vampire. I'm a soul man.
Oh, shit.
Ba-na, 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 ba-na. So methyl salicylate, which is wintergreen oil, actually. So the funny thing about wintergreen oil, I was looking it up, most people think it smells like peppermint. But they said it actually smells more fruity, like root beer. But they a lot of times include it in mint candies, and so people have thought that the peppermint, smells like, wintergreen smells like peppermint. I don't think it tastes anything like the wintergreen. What's the wintergreen gum? You know what I'm talking about? Is it just called wintergreen?
I think so, yeah.
Remember that was real popular back when we were coming up? Was it at y'all's high school too? It was like the shit to have, wintergreen gum from Wrigley's. That's what it was, Wrigley's.
Do you remember Bianca or Banaka?
Banaka.
The spray? Banaka? I think it was Banaka.
Banaka.
Yeah, you spray it in your mouth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We used to spray it up our noses.
Remember on Dumb and Dumber where he sprayed it the wrong way? Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. I was always afraid of that stuff. My friend had it, and I was finally like brave enough to try it because it's like, I thought it would burn or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. No, I would always have the friends who were like, yeah, I sprayed some in the microwave and turned it on, and it went crazy. And I was like, you're lying. You're lying. I lit it on fire. Oh, my God. You gotta lie, man. Life's interesting enough without making shit up. So yeah, I mean, you can grow like wintergreen and get the oil from it, I guess, and make methyl salicylate. But mostly, it's like Bengay. It's used in a lot of topical liniments and rubs and things like that, even now, still today. And they put it in some foods and beverages in a small amount. All right, so actually, there was a young lady who ran cross country at Notre Dame. Notre Dame. Are we still sore subject, or does no one care anymore that Notre Dame burned down? We're over it now, right?
I think it was.
Next news cycle.
Yeah.
Ariel Newman, so she ran cross country at Notre Dame, and Notre Dame Academy. I knew it. She was younger, so this was a high school, and she was wanting to train to like be world class. So she was using the methyl salicylate in all these different sports creams. So she would not only use like Bengay, Icy Hot, a ton of them, and she would like apply them all together. So all of them had the methyl salicylate in it. That was apparently on that Notre Dame Academy is on Staten Island in New York. So a New York medical examiner, checked out her body, and like she had these super high levels of the methyl salicylate.
Oh, wow.
Well, I mean, she died. It killed her.
That's sad.
She died, yeah. And I'm pretty sure this is pretty recent. 17 years old. Let me see.
That's sad, man.
It is very sad. This was 2007. So, I mean, I'm not going to say like that the satanic stuff had like deadly amounts in there, but that's one thing where people were drinking this methyl salicylate. They can potentially, if you get enough of it.
Yeah.
Because as we know from this podcast, people never do the recommended dosage.
Yeah.
They never do what they're supposed to. They always think if a little
More
is
is
good,
better,
more
yeah.
is better. Oh, yeah. So what happened to them? What do you think happened to them? The same thing that happens to everyone.
I mean, they got fined, obviously. Small fine.
And they just had to say. So basically, the only reason they got in trouble, actually, that some of the wilder claims, like asthma, appendicitis, some of the bullshit that they said it would work for, like the best blood cure and all this. I mean, obviously, they have no way, number one, of proving that. Number two, how could that work? So there was never like a big, hammer blow for it being unsafe. It was just that they were lying about what it could do, which is crazy because nowadays, man, people can do that all the time.
Yeah.
You can be like, but I guess you can't say it cures anything. So they had to amend that, maybe, and say these statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. I don't know, but they had to pay $800. So if we remember correctly, at 1900, the dollar was 30 times what it is today. So 1920 probably, 20 times or something like that. There wasn't major inflation of the U.S. dollar until really around the 50s. And then after that, and what was it in the 70s that Nixon took the U.S. off the gold standard, and then we really got messed up?
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah, so like I said, some of their claims, like appendicitis and asthma, like they're definitely over the top. So that's what got them in trouble, which is funny because the FDA usually only cares about safety and putting what you say in it. Now, there were some things they didn't say were in it, but they weren't necessarily that dangerous. Methyl salicylate. Quite honestly, if the methyl salicylate is not that big a deal as long as it's not in high amounts. Like the girl that we talked about from that school, if she wouldn't have been going crazy with it, she would have been fine. Obviously, I mean, it's Bengay, Icy Hot, and all that. It's not dangerous in regular amounts. So they paid $800 in costs and bonds, and they were free to continue selling Satanic, provided they were more honest in their marketing statements. So they would just they couldn't say that it could cure asthma. They couldn't say it could cure, wasn't some, I don't know what a blood cure would be. I guess they could probably say that because it's vague as hell, right?
Yeah, it is vague.
Yeah. And they should have gone with Satanic.
I know, man.
Maybe we'll put that on our shirt. So yeah, so you guys let us know actually if you think those shirts are a good idea. We'd love to print some. I think it'd be awesome. Like
it would be
maybe
cool.
Make a Satanic Tonic shirt, and then on the back, we'll put quackery. Maybe we'll have like a duck like pointing at you, like I want you to take Satanic Tonic.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean we've been looking at getting some cool merch going, and we really just haven't decided on the right vendor, the right, I don't know, idea really. There's a big yellow shirt with a duck on it. I don't know how many people would buy that. So this could be a great idea.
Yeah.
So y'all let me know if this is hot. If you like this idea, go to quackerypodcast.com. Look at the pictures of Satanic Tonic. It's in the public domain now for sure. Maybe we'll make some cool, we got Big Nick, Big Nick on top of the earth. Satanic. Dude, I think that would do well. And on the back, it just says, listen to quackery. Yeah, bitch. All right. What other questions do you have about Satanic Tonic? It's actually, they're a pretty straightforward company, except for the fact that they're like quite devilish.
Yeah, I have no questions at all. I mean,
you just love them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love their idea. The fact that they went with the devil and then they made it big.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
I didn't find like how much money they made, like some of the other ones, but yeah, they did very well. I mean, if they did well enough they own their own pharmacy,
yeah,
and they could stop working there, that's pretty good. And they went bigger from there. Then they expanded. They got like a major operation going and all these products. So they were kicking ass, man. Dude, that's the way to do it. Ride the wave, baby.
Yes.
Well, we were reunited and it did feel so good. I'm sitting here in the presence of greatness. John Boy and Pilly together at last. We're missing Zach the Quack. He did say he wants to be back in the fold as soon as possible. So maybe TBD, maybe approximately end of July. We're gonna try to get him back on here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Whenever we get more time available, when daycares open back up, kind of when the COVID economy is back humming a little bit, it's a little safer to get 3 people together. AKA whenever someone can watch my kids.
Yeah.
So let's wrap it up here. So I think that's our show. That's Satanic Tonic, laxative, liniment, ointment, cleaner, and fuel additive.
Fuel.
If this episode really quacked y'all up and you want to support the crew, please head on over to quackerypodcast.com/join to become an official quackhead. Make sure and hit that subscribe button. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Check out all the pictures on the show on quackpod.com, which is the same as quackerypodcast.com. We own both. Can you believe it? Rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. It makes a huge difference. We're starting to get some reviews, and it just really lets people know that we're here to stay. We're good, and people like us. Tell your friends, and as always, keep calm and quackity, 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 quack on. That might as well be a vagina, my friend. I'm not even intimidated at all.
Yeah.